Probably like the first time I heard him talk. I really have always loved his voice, but in reality I probably knew I loved him when I came home from our first date, honestly. When I walked inside the house, my mom, she asked me, she's like, how was it? How did it go? And all I could say was like, it was so good. It was just so different. Being with someone that like I instantly connected with. I just knew right away that I was going to be with him forever, and he knew too. He said he didn't stop smiling all the way home. So we both just kind of knew, and we waited a little bit before we said I love you. But before we said it, we both said, hey, like, I really like you. Like, I like you a lot. And he was like, me too. I think I love you. I was like, I love you too. So that was awesome. But yeah, just it was kind of an instant connection and an instant like, we know this is who we're supposed to be with. So probably just, and I tell him this all the time, he like has constantly been, he's been such a consistent and constant person, and he always makes me feel safe in so many ways, with how loyal he is, how like just strong he is, and how generous he is. He's just a very constant person, and I need that in my life because I have pretty bad anxiety. So having someone that's constant I can always count on, that's like my one thing about him that I love the most, is how reliable and loyal and how loving he is. I was really excited. I, in my head, knew exactly what dress I wanted and did not get exactly what I thought I wanted, but I got what I needed. So I was a little nervous, but I knew that I was going to be open-minded to trying on things. I knew I needed to be, and my sisters were with me, so that was a lot of fun, and my mom. But it was such a fun day. It was like, no, like probably the least stressful thing I did with the wedding was finding my dress. Like it just, I felt so comfortable. Like the dress was literally so comfortable. It had like jersey knit underneath, so it was really comfortable, but I felt almost like a piece, like oh, this is good. And I tried on another dress after that, and I just was like, it's okay. And then I tried on another one, and I was like, and my sister was like, you keep thinking about that other dress, don't you? And I'm like, I do. And she's like, you need to put it back on. So I went and put it back on, and I just knew. I was like, this is, and I just started crying, and then my sisters were crying, my mom's crying. So that's what it felt like. It felt like love at first sight, almost like when I knew that Jacob was the one. So I would say to not just be so closed-minded, to be really open to trying on different things, because I wanted to wear a dress that was, I kind of wanted like strapless, and I wanted it to be almost like a little bit poofy, and I wanted it to have sparkle, and I wanted to have a little bit of lace on it, but I ended up getting a like fitted lace dress with straps, open back, not a sparkle on it, and I loved it. And I just think that it's really important that you keep an open mind, because the consultants here are great, and they will put things on you that look fabulous. So I would just say, be open. I think what causes change is very similar to how a bride should be when they try on a dress, is being open-minded and being kind. I think that a lot of times when people disagree, they think that they need to not get along with each other and be rude. And I think kindness is the biggest thing that you can give to someone. That's the most generous thing, is kindness and respect and loving all people. And loving all people doesn't mean that you're going to agree with them, but it just means that like you see that they are a person too, and they deserve to be treated like one. So I think that if we all loved a little more and we're just a little bit nicer, things would be a little better. I tell my kids that every day at work. So that's our thing. We're all kind to each other. We don't all have to agree, but we have to be kind.